the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A give running right, Gibson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Washington. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Hurts throw complete to Rager. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They try again with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 17-0 our score after 1.
Washington 17, Eagles nothing.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Mariota. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Running right through him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the lead last time, had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw Mariota. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do
It's my live game right now. I'm playing Dre.
on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Yeah, it's a playoffs. We get it off the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Washington. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to
I got the Eagles. I went down 17-9 early.
And he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Early.
This is a play defensively.
It's a fight. We beat them 2 times this year. It's a fight.
You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, He's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend.
No!
Begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyler Eifert, 26 yards. There the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second down, a run with Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, Mariota. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. But 1st down, Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the
24-17. I got the ball. Yeah.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
Tie game now.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I had was down 17-0 early in the 1st quarter.
30 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from
24-24.
here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Yeah.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are
Now I could run my I couldn't run the ball at the beginning. And I was down 17. I had to pass to get back. Now I could do my offense.
All our scores, he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And
what?
Is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Mariota to throw it.
Yes. Fuck yeah, nigga. Put my fucking ball, nigga. Got Mariota back there. I don't know why I was starting quarterback. First play of the game, run like a 70-yard touchdown on me, though.
Team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
You can't hear me.
Already at the line,
you hear him?
Offense set to go. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Fuck.
And now this is intercepted.
That was stupid.
William Jackson with a pick. But Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, You do give it to them in plus
That was
territory as
fucking
well.
dumb.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, get a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Running left, Montgomery. They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted.
Dumb shit.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Fuck out of here, nigga. Had to go for that pick.
It's a touchback.
Had to go for that pick.
At the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they run the option on second down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Hurts to throw. Connection made with Chenault.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurts going to take this himself.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Bye.
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Off the play fake, Mariota rolling to his left.
Hits the ball.
The middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Let's go.
Stopped by Gary and Conley. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Able to complete this to Chenault.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
first down. Montgomery. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Another truck, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 63 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and he's got room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse.
Nigga, have you have 17 nothing, chill.
Because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him?
Nigga had me up 17. That's where he know he can't let me get tied to him because nobody in the league can stop my. I got Montgomery most rushers. Got the most rushers.
He takes this near the 25. Just
nobody stopping that, man. And my defense had a step in. I traded Miles Sanders for him. Best thing I ever did in my life. Huh? Yeah. I'm gonna have to play Miles Sanders though next week.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and 10. Here's Mariota going for it all.
Played him big time like Big John. Played him like big time like Big John. Forward the shit out of him. He should have went to the tight end.
That interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that.
Stop that run,
they knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for
Ooh,
them.
good tackle. I'm telling you, good tackle, 26.
Put this game away.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
Ooh, good hit.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. This ball complete to Rager.
Fumble.
The ball comes loose.
You can't afford that.
Scoops it up, and he gets it back into zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going?
Come on, you got to make that tackle, Taylor. Come on, boy.
The end zone is a two-point conversion is successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Second and 8 coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
Fuck out of here, nigga. On to the next, man. 3 times in 1 year, I'm talking mad high live to him. Fuck out of here. Nigga, I own that nigga, man. You hear me? It's my young bull. It's my young bull. It's alright, young bull. You always... Nigga had me a fucking 17 nothing, nigga. You bum ass nigga. Fuck out my face, nigga. David Montgomery for MVP.